How to start a business online without money? This is the question I want to answer on this video. My name is Cecco, and in the last 12 years I have helped entrepreneurs, small business owners and professionals create their brand from scratch. I'm telling you this to let you know that every information I'm going to share on this channel comes from my experience, my failures, my mistakes, and my successes in running different businesses in multiple niches. So, how can you create a business online from scratch without money? To be very honest, one video isn't enough to share my point of view regarding this topic, but I want to start with 3 different perspectives that I used when I started my first business online, and I'm pretty sure that can help you as well. First of all, let's start with the worst case scenario, because this is where I began a long time ago with little money, with no experience, with zero knowledge to share. I really started from zero. Let's suppose you still don't have the skills you need to create a business online and at the moment no money to invest. My first suggestion is to find a job that can allow you to live your life, to support you with the basic needs, and at the same time do your best to save money. The goal in this first phase is to find a way to collect money in order to invest in education, for example books, online courses, events, where you can learn some valuable skills to create a business online. Or simply, you don't have to invest a lot of money if you follow me on my channel, since I plan to share knowledge and experience that can help you acquire the skills you need completely for free. Start investing your time in learning something new every single day. After your daily job, I urge you to become familiar with knowledge. Start reading, watching videos 2 hours per day after working days, and invest most of your spare time in learning. I know perfectly that it takes effort, but if you don't have money to invest in any skills, you have to start from point zero. If you work 5 days per week, invest your Saturday in learning something new, and if you have an intense desire to create a business, consider the idea of learning something on Sunday as well. If you're wondering why I'm telling you this, the reason is simple. This is what I did at the beginning, exactly in 2009. At the time, I was driving trains in Italy, and I used all my spare time to learn different skills in order to create my company, even if I didn't have a clear idea of what to create. But do not worry about it. If you follow me, I'll explain you everything you need to know with the most updated skills. Obviously, what was important to know 10 years ago, today it doesn't have the same relevancy. And to be very honest, today it's easier to create something, especially online, since you have all the tools you need and they are easy to use if compared with some strange and challenging HTML code that I had to learn when I started. If the first phase is to find a job that supports you on a daily basis, the second phase is to start learning some of the most important skills. I call them evergreen skills that are really valuable regardless of the business you want to start. Let me point out some of these very important skills. Copywriting, the art of selling with a written word called copy. This is the primary skill I focused on because selling is the most important ability of an entrepreneur. And in the next videos, I want to share with you some important essential tips and tricks in order to start writing with the copy mindset. To be honest, copy isn't as difficult as it seems, but you need a process in order to put you in the right mindset to write compelling words, offers, to persuade people to take a specific action. More on that in the next videos. Email marketing. the art of persuading people from their inbox. Email marketing has a lot to do with copy, since you have to be interesting enough to let your reader open your email first, read it second, and take a specific action third. Writing emails is easy if you perfectly know the purpose of what you are doing and if you are aware of the accomplishments you want to reach. Don't doubt about the efficiency and efficacy of email marketing in 2022 while I'm recording this video. As I said, if you know how and when to use these tools, the rewards can be terrific in terms of sales and, most importantly, net profit that an email marketing strategy can produce if appropriately used. Funnel marketing. What is a funnel? Most probably you have encountered these words. Funnel is very simple to understand. It means creating a step-by-step series of communications in order to educate your potential client to become a new client of your company. It means helping our existing clients to buy other products or services from our company. It means teaching your audience to choose you and your company instead of your competitors. There is a lot to cover, and I want to make you a promise. If you follow me, I'll provide you with different examples of funnels and the exact structure to create a funnel. There is so much more to cover, and I'm thrilled about how much information I can share with you. Not only information, but experience as well. Create an online course. To be honest, I love this part regarding the information business. There are tons of online courses out there that can help you create an online course, but I'm still sure we are living in the era of information. There are plenty of new courses released on a daily basis, but there is an important perspective that you should know. You can share the same information I'm sharing now, but since you are unique as an author, since you have a unique way to explain things, since you have a different experience to share related to the same topic, you are completely different from me. What does it mean? It means that every one of us has a specific audience to serve. The information business is a never-ending business. In the next videos that I'm planning to create, I want to share with you the process to create an online course, but not limited to the creation. I want to help you know how to market it, how to sell it, and how to create a private area in which your clients can get access to your valuable information. Now, let's see another critical skill that, in my personal opinion, needs to be trained. Exactly. This skill is like a muscle, and when you master it, the opportunities will flow easily. I'm talking about understanding the business models. There are different business models that you can use to monetize a product, a service, a consultancy business, or an e-commerce as well. There are endless possibilities. Since I created different online courses, primarily in Italian language, and I personally helped many professionals create their online courses with completely different business models, I'm going to share a lot of this valuable information with you. Just bear with me on this fantastic journey because it's amazing. The last skill I want to mention in this video, but not the least, is the ability to run an e-commerce business. I mean, say this. The previous skills that I mentioned till now can be used to create any type of business by using the online tools. Information business, selling your info to get a profit, selling consultancy, selling coaching, etc., etc. But you can use the same skills to create and run an e-commerce and selling stuff online wherever you want by working from home too, without any office, and even without any employees, with just collaborators in different countries. Let me give you an example. The last e-commerce store I did with my business partner included a team of 20 people working remotely and without any employees. At the moment that I'm recording this video, we are still selling digital logos with 3 people for the customer care, 20 artists that draw those logos, plus my business partner and I working 3 hours per day to check all the things and running Facebook ads. As I said before, the possibilities are endless. After speaking about some skills that I'm going to share with you in the next videos, let's proceed with the third phase of the process to start a business without money. This is the last part that probably you couldn't appreciate so much, but it is extremely valuable, especially if you want to put in practice your skills in the real world. Start working for free. I know that it sounds not exciting at all, but it is what I did and it works like magic, especially if you don't have any experience or knowledge to share with an audience. Let me tell you a personal example. When I started my first business online, I was selling an online course on how to make videos with a screen recording software that I knew at the time, and I'm still using it today. It's called Camtasia. It's an amazing software to build video tutorials like the ones you see on YouTube, for example. I had this ability and I created the first video tutorial in Italian language on how to create video tutorial with Camtasia. You can find it in my old YouTube Italian channel. Type these words on YouTube, Max Cecco Camtasia. This is how I started putting in practice my knowledge in order to monetize it with an online course. But then I started working for free for some companies since I didn't have much experience in marketing online. This was a great choice because it helped me understand how the process works in the real world. You know perfectly that the best thing to do in order to learn something is experiencing the skill you want to learn. Studying is not enough. By putting in practice your knowledge, you acquire the experience. This is the most valuable and precious asset in your entire life. As I said, working for free isn't the only option. If you have the skills and the knowledge to sell something, but you don't have any experience in a specific field, you can still establish a partnership with a professional, for instance, if he has the knowledge and experience of speaking about a specific topic that people are looking for or they want to know. Once again, I'm speaking due to my experience. Since I'm a drummer, I found very interesting helping my dream teacher, Cristian Colusso, to develop his brand in Italy. Together we created the first drum online courses in Italian language since 2009. All the process is documented on YouTube and on his personal website www.cristiancolusso.com. This was only the first partnership that I established. As I said, the possibilities are endless. For this video is enough, just to show you what I can do for you and what your possibilities are. If you find this information, the information that I shared, valuable, or if you think this information can help other people, feel free to share the video with anyone you want. It's a pleasure for me, and do not forget to subscribe to my channel. Keep in touch in the next video.